Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati, at one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bearcats will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So TCU's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Cincinnati's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Touch pass on the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two...
Turning it on! The tap! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Past the first down marker and still running. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense. Right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finding open areas. There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Finds a tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And the Bearcats will go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
The short hands, it's fired. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Play of the period, 1st down here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll set up to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass.
Finally sending some heat. Finally.
You know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He couldn't find much.
Well, we're here. You can see my new offense, man. I worked on some stuff, man. The last 2 days, I'm tired of getting beat.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Using his legs. It's fired. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He splits the upright. And to settle for the field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Little. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Cincinnati, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Loses 4. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's fired. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. Hits the afterburners. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Gonna run it. It's fired. Nice move to keep running. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Time. It's called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on 4th down. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's... is coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're going to run it to the right. Fights off a defender. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Got his man.
Well, I'm working on it, boy. Hey, new offense, man. Not doing too bad, bro. My quarterback's not as accurate as I want. But I figured out some stuff, man, on YouTube, bro. This helped me out defensively, too, bro.
Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
And a decent game there.
So I'm not doing bad. And I'm doing all right, bro.
After the productive first down play,
I found some different way to get some different pressure on these guys, other than just having talent. If that makes sense. Here we go.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable.
Hit him again. Give me that. Yep.
To attack me now
there it
from
is.
a defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels. Mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
Under fire. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Bullard. It's complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Punt is in the air. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Bullard. Quick strike complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires complete. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. He's loose. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The RPO, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have... down as they mark it at the 40.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Rush is on him. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
On the ready,
the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer. And
turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And here comes the offense on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on.
Fires toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Bullard. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Punts it out of the air. At the 35, he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Fuller. Using the quick game. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over USF. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the quick grab.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
Homeboy, you ain't got no feet.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Get set, get set.
Might as well give it to him again. Finds a little space. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Here we go.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Caught.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into the...
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Bullard. Finds a spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's fired. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Wants to fire on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were fast.